Okay, welcome back. I wanted to go over the assignments with you for Module 9. So let's start off with our discussion question. So for the discussion question, you're going to go to the end of Chapter 10 and you're going to read a case study titled, Don't Tell Anyone or You're Fired. And basically, the case study talks about how the team of developers that are working on your project are all going to be released to seek other options and that their work will be outsourced. And that you, as the project manager, will continue to coordinate the outsourcing work. Um, but the goal really here is to try to get a current project done. Now, what you're asked to do is read through this case study very carefully, and then at the end of the case study, there are 4 options. What would you do? There are actually 5 options, and one of them is to do something else, and if so, what? So what you want to do is you want to pick one of those 5 options and then justify your response. And if you need to, don't hesitate to go out and gather information from external sources such as the internet to support your choice. Make sure that you support your choice well through either the textbook options or other options, other information that you find on the internet. So you definitely want to justify that response. Don't just say things emotionally without providing some support for that. Post your initial response to the question no later than Thursday. Reply to 2 peer responses using the 2x2 rule no later than Saturday. Now, your individual assignment this week, of course, we're continuing on with our Husky Air project, and we are going to go to the end of Chapter 11 to work on this. You're going to read the information that's provided at the end of Chapter 11 and prepare a change management plan as per those instructions. Now, the sections that you'll need, of course, are Section 1, 2, and 3. We all know what that comes from. We've did that back in Module 3. Then we really start off with the new work for number 4, which there is a rather long scenario or a rather long case that is being described here where Richard comes in, the vice president of operations comes in and shares some information that he has on 2 different employees who are sharing some concerns and some resistance to the changes that will be implemented as a result of this new system that you're working on developing. So you want to read through this very carefully. You want to use the information that you've got in Chapter 11 to go and answer this. So first of all, you want to, number 4, you want to list all of your change sponsors, change targets, and agents of change. So you're starting off by listing the people who are your sponsors, targets, and agents of change. Then in number 5, you are assessing those 2 employees. You're assessing their willingness, their readiness, and their ability to actually make the change that this system is going to be implementing. So again, back to the case study, read it very carefully, use the material in Chapter 11 to then develop an assessment of those 2 employees. So identify each employee by name and identify their willingness, readiness, and ability to change. That's section number 5. Section number 6, a change strategy. You're going to develop and discuss a strategy for change. It should be based on one or a combination of the following approaches: rational, empirical, normative, re-education, power coercive, and environmental adaptive. And those again are identified in Chapter 11. So you might wish to use one or a combination of those strategies. So you're going to develop your strategy based on one of those 4 or a combination of those 4. And then for I think I missed that. Number 4 is the list of change sponsors. Number 5 is assess the willingness to change. Number 6, should be developing a change strategy. Oh, there we go. Now we go on to number 7, develop and describe a process for tracking your change management plan. Okay, so we as I mentioned in the reading, you're going to do the assessment, you're going to develop a strategy, and then you're going to describe some process for tracking the progress of your change management plan, and that's number 7. Okay, so that's pretty much what you're going to be doing here, and that's again, additionally, don't forget that you do have a quiz that's due on Sunday. There are no makeups or extensions to the quizzes or the discussions. They do need to be completed during the week assigned. Of course, if you have any questions regarding the material, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. And I look forward to seeing you all in the discussions this week. Thank you.